Hey folks, this is Matt Rainwater here, and I hope that y'all are staying safe, staying healthy, and making use of yourself during this time of, I don't know. I don't know what you call it, quiet repose for some of y'all. For others, it's probably a little bit chaotic. Um, anyway, I hope that everything's going well for you right now, as well as it can go anyway. Today, we're going to do some more coloring, and lo and behold, it's Human Jake. So I'm not going to give y'all any explanation, but you'll find out soon enough. Uh, we're just going to color through one panel of Trailer Park Warlock today and kind of keep it a little short. And we'll get started here in just a second. I need to convert my laptop into tablet mode, so bear with me. One of these days, I need to take a picture of my setup because it's kind of wonky. And to better explain what I'm saying, I'm using when I convert my laptop into tablet mode, I have basically just like little book stands you'd use for like they're book stands I use at conventions for displaying like prints, books, things like that. Just whatever it is that I'm selling at a convention. Oh, I got one more thing I need to do. Forgot to connect my keyboard. All right. And it does the trick. I think I need eventually I need something that's a little better though. It's not hurting my laptop, but it is like slowly destroying these like kind of. I mean, they're very basic wire book stands. One of these days I'll send y'all a picture so you can understand better what I'm talking about. They were super cheap. I mean, they were probably like what, $10 each. Might have been less than that. They might have been $5 each. I got them years ago, so I don't even. They've just always been around. That's that kind of thing. Um, all right. So, trying to figure out where I want to start. I think I'm going to start with blush. So I like to do. Excuse me. When I am coloring human characters, I like to have a little bit of red in areas where, depending on I mean, this sort of changes depending on the character and skin tone. But oh, I'm seeing something I want to fix. Okay, hold on, y'all. All these little things come up when I just don't. Okay, so you see this line right here? It looks wonky. Like it looks. I don't know. It doesn't look right for some reason to me, and I feel the need to go in and adjust. It's not my favorite thing to do in this stage of the process, but sometimes it calls for it. All right. Let's see. Nope. Okay, that's fine. 12. Trying to find a good line weight here. All right. Go in. I gotta like fix a bunch of stuff. Okay. Pretty easy. All right, so back to what I was saying. Depending on skin tone, certain characters may have blush, which is, they have blood rushing to certain parts of their skin. So Also depends on what their emotional state is. So, like if they're feeling embarrassed, that's not the right color. Like to put a little bit on cheeks. Nose is a good place. And if they're especially like feeling upset or angry, a little bit in the forehead, on the neck. Palms and certain joints. And that's actually pretty much going to be it for this panel. It's a subtle effect, and it does make a difference. It does bring more life to a character. I'll put a little bit around the ear right there. And something I'm still learning, trying to figure out where I can implement this on all characters. Just as a general rule of thumb, the more dynamic the color spectrum is on a given surface of a character, well, I mean, there's too far, right? But it can add a lot to the liveliness of that character. Or whatever, the subject is that you're coloring. All right, well, here we go. Now I'm going to do some shading. So, what's going on with me lately? You might be wondering. Great question. Just been moving along a major process with my job that I can't really discuss right now. But it's positive news. It's really cool stuff. Wish I could share it with y'all. But it has to do with just expanding some of the potential of what I'm making, what I'm doing, and beyond that, I can't say anything more. Chipping away at the tarot deck. Last night I drew the 5 of Cups, and then this week I will also draw the 5 of Swords. Let's see. So the other ones were the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. Those are both pretty easy to figure out. For some reason, 5 of Swords and... Actually, 5 of Cups was pretty easy to figure out, but 5 of Swords was kind of difficult. But I figured out, like, I thumbnailed a design, and it'll be mostly easy to implement. Trying to simplify, trying to keep my design simple so that I can get through the minor arcana. It's fun to make. It is a little bit challenging when juggling that with making a weekly comic. It's not the easiest thing in the world at all, but it's fun. I like it. And now is a very perfect time to hunker down with work. It kind of... The thing that stinks right now is, like, I can't go to the gym. And doing those cardio... I've been doing cardio workouts at the gym on, like, the elliptical machine for... I mean, not that long, like a month, maybe 2. But it had a remarkably positive effect on my mental health, and my body feels better. And I can't do that now, and I'm not really willing to jog because jogging on the street's terrible for my body. Unfortunately, bad for my knees, bad for my hips, which is where I was really feeling a certain amount of body pain. So I took that seriously and listened to my body, and I'm just not going to do that. I guess that what I'm going to end up doing is just going for long walks, and I'm going to have to figure out how to implement that into my day. Power walks are not my favorite thing. I used to do them a lot, and then I recognized after a while, like it wasn't doing a lot for my overall. I mean, it was good for maintaining weight, and right now I'm like working on losing a certain amount of weight. For back health mainly, and yeah, it's really just for having better back health. I've noticed that as I had put on weight over the last, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years, my back has slowly just been feeling terrible. So, yeah, I want to fix that. And that's what I'm working on. Having a, with this whole COVID-19 thing of having a slight halt in some of my progress, but I'm going to figure it out. Still doing yoga. Do yoga every day. Well, not every day. Most days. And that's good for increasing body strength, back strength. It's been great for back strength. Been great for upper body strength and leg strength. And I lost my train of thought. So the last thing that I was doing is I was just taking like a really soft eraser and just taking adding a little bit of transparency to the cell shading. Makes it a little bit more dynamic looking. I actually don't know what else I'm going to do in this panel. There's not a whole lot. I'm gonna, other than like, I'm gonna apply like a gradient here. Oops, not that one. No, it's too intense. And I'm going to apply, oh, come on. All right, hold on, I have to sneeze. Or maybe I'm not, I don't know. I don't know where it's going. Oh, I'm sorry. It's done. Rip the Band-Aid off. Okay, so I'm gonna apply a gradient up top, and I want to apply another gradient on this door area, just really light. Maybe I don't want the color to be too much like Jake's jacket. To be different. Cool. Hey, I think that's it. Do y'all want to do one more panel? We'll do one more panel, and then I'm going to call it. All right, so I'm seeing here. I actually need to go in here and fix this. All right. Lately, I've been learning to pare down on like where I'm applying cell shading. Mostly to save myself some time on coloring, because the coloring phase, I mean, it's not the longest phase at all. I mean, I can color all my pages in a single day. But over time, I was sort of discovering that when I got an itch. When I overdo, hold on. When I overdo shading, like making like cell shaded shadows, like you know, on background objects and characters that are in the background, stuff like that. It actually kind of loses its impact a little bit. So I've been making a point of trying to save that for characters that are in the foreground, and especially characters who are the subject of the panel, to put emphasis on them as a storytelling tool. So of course in this panel, Jake is applying some shading to Jake. Except, do it like that. And I don't know if that looks good. Like so. I'm a big fan of animation, so I think that's why I like cell shading. I mean, I'm sure you can tell. And my intention is to create this comic in a manner that is like akin to what you might see in animation. Try and apply things that are a little bit more sophisticated than you would see in most animated shows in terms of lighting, in terms of coloring. Like you're not going to see like reflective lighting in animation. You're not going to see like not always anyway. You're not going to always see like what am I trying to say? Atmospheric effects applied to characters, especially in Western animation. That happens sometimes in a lot of like anime, for sure. That's something that I appreciate about anime is they will go for more interesting color schemes. Although sometimes that's at the cost of the actual animation, like what am I trying to say? Dadgummit, messed something up. At the cost of the fluidity of the animation. I mean, I personally, I love fluid animation. I love finding videos of what they like to call sakuga, which, I mean, from what I understand, literally just means drawings in Japanese, but as an animation term refers to particularly well studied bits of animation where you can, where it looks nice. It looks cool. Fight scenes, action scenes, stuff like that. I see something in the background I want to fix. Alright, so that's the shading. I'm going to go in and take the eraser, just lighten it up in some areas, and then let's do some gradient work in the background. Oh, whoops. It's the wrong layer. Alright, and then I'm going to select all these buildings in the back. See what works here. I'm taking right now what I'm doing is I'm taking this blue color. It's too much. This yellow color. Don't know if I want to actually do anything on the trailer, but maybe interior of the trailer, I'm probably going to apply like a dark bluish color. And then doesn't quite look right. Okay. I don't know, it feels like I need something. Just a little something on the trailer. Make it look a little bit more dynamic. How about that? And then like that. I think wait, hold on. Hold on. We're almost done. Nope. What did I just do? What did I do? Oh, come on. Did I just destroy everything? What have I done? Oh. That was weird. I selected the CMYK channels for some reason. Probably pressed the wrong hotkey. Alright. That's 2 panels down. Oh, not really, actually. I'm sniffly today. Alright. I'm going to call that done. Alright, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Hope y'all are staying well, staying healthy. And I will see y'all again next week. And also, I do want to make a shout out to a new. Just to be safe, I'm going to say 2 new Patreon contributors for the month of March. Well, one for February. Okay. So for February, I want to say thank you to Matt Smith. And for March, I want to say thank you to Stephanie Tanada. Thanks, y'all, for being contributors. And to all my Patreon contributors, hope y'all are doing well, staying safe, staying healthy. And like I said, I'll see y'all again next week. And best of luck to all your projects and everything that's going on. All right? Talk to y'all later. And 1 second. All right, bye.